And the villager just tells them to take the axe and go find some gold. And Malgosha just said and that fat villager just goes like, stay from this. She denounced forms of activity. Steve says that, and if she ever gets back to the world, she'll rule the world and wither, and this place will wither and die. And he's not gonna give it to her because he needs the orb for leverage. He wants to save Dennis, and he tells him to come. And they just plan their mission on going to the Woodstone Mansion. He says, we can go over or through. Jason says, we can go. Which one's faster? And the piglin just apologizes as Malgosha scolds him about why, he failed her, about not catching Steve. And yeah, man, he's so mad. She just goes like, kill him! And everyone's just so lost right now. And the ladies are just fighting the villagers, kicking their butts. And, they're just talking about how bringing grown-ups, sucks, and how they makes them stop chasing their dreams. And they turn around because they hear a noise, and it's an angry wolf. And he tells, when she's about to kill him, fat girl just goes like, you like bones? And she gives him the bone. She's just, oh my god, bro, she looks stupid. And just goes like, you're a beautiful one, are you? Oh yes you are. Oh yes you are. And they enter into the mines, and they find these redstones. And Jason gets swing and hits a lever, and it opens some door. And as Steve leads them inside, they found stashes of diamonds. And he just screams, "Nether war!" And he's like, "What does that mean?" And he's just like that. And then just a loud explosion, and Steve's like, the Great Hog, run for the minecart, sorry. And they just sprint inside. And hit it, Henry, hit it! And they just speed. And the garbage man does not look thrilled. He's about to cry for the second time in this movie. And they stop into a farm of creepers. And Garrett, aka the garbage man, is the person who throws them. And right behind them is this skinwalker. And Jason's just hugging his face. I'm sorry I keep calling him Jason. And as they go into these redstone thingies, they speed, and the whole place explodes. It looks like an action film instead. And they're like, woohoo! As they escape. And when they arrive, everyone just scolds Jason, and he just snaps. He just goes like, I'm smart, I'm funny, bilingual. And he says he's humble to Elfot. And he said that's not really easy. He's not doing well at all. He's washed up, and he was going to kill himself. Wait, he didn't say that. Sorry, I read it wrong. I'm sorry. He said he almost gave up on his life. And Steve says, I'm sorry about your finances. And Jason just goes like, shut up, Steve. And Steve is just shocked. He's like, wow. And the principal, we come back to the principal, and the principal is just talking to this villager, and this villager, and the principal says this is the first day after her divorce, and she says she wants to invite him for dinner, for dessert at her house. And the waiter comes and she asks if they're done with their meal, and then they arrive at the Woodland Mansion, and they follow Steve and make up their plan. They just make a plan. I'm too lazy to explain it because this thingy is this review of this movie is already taking like 50 minutes. I'm sorry. It's an hour and 40 minutes long. And as they enter, they see these dumb villagers, and they sing to these villagers. It's a parody too. And Henry just sneaks up behind them and runs up. And as he's running up, he finds these villagers. Okay. And by the way, there's 3 levels. Henry, he's on the 2nd level. And as he's trying to walk past these villagers, he walks past these villagers, evil villagers, and he runs up to the stairs. And as he's running, he hears a noise, turns behind, and the villagers spot him. And he just sprints, and he's scared. And the evil villagers just caught on to them. And the villagers, they look creepy as they're chasing. And they break the door. And as they're breaking the door, he stumbles across. And as he's staring back behind the door, because he locked the door, he just goes like, "You've got to be kidding me." And this is the iconic moment. And Steve is just tied up to this cage. And Garrett asks what's going on. And Steve says it's some kind of sadistic vindicator fight club. And I've heard of these, he says. And he says, "You want me to fight the chicken?" And Steve is like, "It's a fight to the death, kid." And he gets ready, he just warms up to fight the chicken. And then the iconic moment, a box comes down from the sky, and as it opens, a baby creeper falls out, and Chicken Jockey, and they just attack Garrett head first, and they just start beating him and smacking the head out of them, bro. And this villager is just like when me and my cousins used to fight. He's so fast. Oh my god, he's giving me the goosebumps. He's so funny. And the chicken bites his foot, and he smacks. The zombie kicks Garrett's back, and then we come back to Henry. As he's in the 3rd floor, he finds a diamond axe, and finds whatever that thing is. He doesn't need it, and finds a diamond sword and some other stuff. And we come back to the chicken jockey fight, and the zombie's just smacking Garrett's head on the corner of the ring. And finally, Henry finds the way out, and he goes like, "Finally!" And as he's, admiring it, something walks behind him, and this something behind him is, what was the thing called again? An end or something, and it hypnotizes Henry. And back to the chicken jockey fight, and poor Steve, he's just tied up in the ring, and he gets hit by Garrett and the zombie, and Garrett smacks the zombie so hard, and the zombie just goes behind and starts fake crying. And I felt bad at first. He's like, I'm sorry, little buddy. Don't fall for it, Garrett. Steve says, that baby's got a heart of a demon. No, you're not a demon, says Jason. And he's like, you're a cute little booger face. I'm just gonna pet your little head. And as he's going to pet his head, the zombie turns around and bites his arm. And Garrett's just pissed. He's like, ah! And back to the hypnotized Henry. His eyes are glowing purple, and he's back. He's getting hallucinations of Garrett going like, "You'll never be cool as me, just as me, Hank. You just give up." And Steve's like, "The overworld doesn't need you, Henry. Neither I do. Give up." And also we cut to Natalie as she's saying, "It's all your fault, Henry. Everything you do fails." And back to Jason. This stuff, it's trash, kid. And he burns it. But this, just keep in mind, this is he's getting hypnotized. Sorry for the water breaks. I'm drinking water. Sorry for the cuts. Anyway, he burns the book. Keep in mind, this is just the hypnotization. And when Garrett's back, when Henry is back in the real world, he just smacks the Ender guy. I forgot his name. And Steve unwraps himself as the zombie is jumping head first, and Steve saves him and headbutts the zombie, and the zombie is crying. The baby zombie is crying, and Steve's like, "Oh!" And oh my God! Just back to Henry. He's kicking that thing's and that Ender guy drops the Ender pearls, and Steve picks Garrett up, and Garrett's like, "You saved my life." And Steve's like, "That's what friends are for." And just, Steve's like, "Hank, you came back," because Hank drops from the ceiling, and they run outside. And as they're running outside, Malgosha's gang's here. And as Malgosha's gang's here, everywhere's blown up. And then the movie cuts to Henry down on the ground, fainted, and then the screen goes black, and then Steve just wakes up next to Dennis. Loki, I don't think this is Dennis. And Steve's like, "This is a pretty crash landing. Where are we?" And he's in a mushroom house, and he's shocked. He's really shocked. And then Malgosha's gang gets the Ender thingy cube and puts in the other cube, and then this purple portal just explodes on the ceiling. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean the ceiling. I meant the sky. And they're all scared. What the heck is happening? What's going on? And then they just go like, "Oh no, this is Malgosha." And this is actually Malgosha. She took back the orb, as I said, and they said, "Let's go if we want that orb."